It's Twitter's coming out ball today. They will be celebrating on the New York Stock Exchange. We will have that and more right here, right now on the News Hub. Good morning and welcome. I'm Simon Constable. Here to discuss Twitter and lots of other great market stuff is the wonderful Emma Moody. Here she is on the set. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So Twitter, lot of money being made.
We're finally here. So $26 a share, which is like above the increase range. So obviously there's a lot of demand, or bankers think there's a lot of demand. Seems like if you want to go public, today is a very good day to go public. Seems there's a lot of optimism out there.
It's actually not. It's not traded yet, but then the market's
it's not traded. That's right. So
and they're very careful about when they roll out IPOs, aren't they? Because they want the specialists there to make sure it all happens right.
Sure, yeah. And obviously, given what we saw with Facebook, I think they're going to be ultra careful.
Yeah, they would have to be careful.
They would have to be careful. So it should come out, sometime after 9:30, probably between 9:30 and 10. We should be getting a level.
And a couple of guys are getting very rich. Biz Stone being one of them, and Evan Williams getting a lot of money. They will be no doubt having more than a couple of bottles of champagne. I think.
Yes, I would imagine.
And we're going to get more on that at 10:30 on Money Beat. So don't miss that. We've also got some economic news coming out, quite staggeringly good GDP data. The economy grew at 2.8% in the third quarter. Emma, that seems to me to be a huge number.
Yeah, I think the consensus was 2%. So
Yes.
That's, I don't know, I haven't seen the details of it, so it'll be really interesting to see where that growth came from. I think that's something that the markets are going to have to really think about, given the tapering situation with the Fed.
And what's funny here is that we haven't really seen the jobs growth that has gone with that. This is the third quarter data coming out. It's the first estimate. It gets revised twice, and it can be revised down or up. And we've seen a lot of revisions
and I think people do sort of somewhat take things in stride in that sense, because we have seen a lot of revisions of late. And as you say, the jobs data just isn't showing like that kind of growth. And we had the jobless claims, which seem to come in line.
336,000 new claims for unemployment insurance, which is relatively low from what we've seen
It's
lately.
low. I mean, we were tracking, a lot higher, getting closer to 400, but it's all going to be seen. And we have jobs data coming out tomorrow, so that will be, it's going to make it an even more interesting number given that GDP number.
Now, the European Central Bank, which is Europe's Federal Reserve, basically,
Correct.
they've done something with rates.
Cut them.
Cut them.
Apparently it was a shock. If you'd been reading the Wall Street Journal, I think you might not have been quite so surprised. But apparently, I think I read Citi FX did a poll, and 43% of respondents said they had no idea what the ECB was going to do today. So I think the market was going in blind, and we saw a big reaction.
And we're getting European stock indices, the FTSE, which is the UK, the CAC, the DAX, and
so stocks are up, and the euro dropped an entire cent, which is that's a massive move. So I think it shows that it was really not expected.